Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another video with the Terminator. I've done a graphics guide so far for almost every Total War game from Medieval 2 all the way to Warhammer 2, but there's one that I haven't done yet that keeps getting requested, and that's Shogun 2 Total War. So in this video, I'll be taking you through a modern graphics guide on Shogun 2 with what settings to use, the mods I recommend, and of course a quick guide on Reshade to really make the most of your Shogun 2 gaming experience. Let's get started. So first things first, if you've been playing the older Total Wars, then you might be aware of this, but if not, then you will see in your graphics settings that your video memory is limited. The older Total War games use the 32-bit system, which means it couldn't utilize more than a certain amount of video memory, but there is a very quick fix for this. Go into your app data folder in Creative Assembly and find the Shogun 2 Preferences script file. Then in the file, you want to find the line GFX Video Memory 0 and change that 0 to a -2000. Don't ask me why, but somehow it unlocks your higher graphics settings and gives you the most video memory possible. So that's step one, basically getting that done and increasing all the settings to what your PC can handle. I'm on Ultra, but if you prefer high, you can be on high. It's all about balancing looks and performance without compromising FPS. If you're having a lot of stuttering issues, then I'd recommend turning off SSAO, tessellation, and distortion effects. You can also lower the unit size, shadows, and water to get back some FPS gains as well. Finally, for the purpose of what we're doing, you want to set your brightness to 6 and gamma to 20. More on why later. Next up, you want to get the following mods. I highly recommend you get Shogun 2 HD, which essentially upscales all the textures in the battle mode for a more modern Total War look. For the campaign map, you want to get the ever-popular Sengoku Campaign Retexture, which as the name suggests, upscales all the campaign assets for a more modern look as well. Although, personally, I think they kind of screwed up the cliff sides, but that's just me. Definitely get the GBJ Blood mod, as this will make Blood look completely different, fresh, and authentic. You want to get the Vastator Unit Style mod for updated unit looks and uniforms. Everything about units just looks so much better with this mod, so this one is an absolute must. Strongholds of the Samurai is essential as well. It comes in 6 parts and completely overhauls the siege maps of Shogun 2 with castles and fortresses that are far more complex and far more superior to vanilla. They look really good, guys. Finally, if you want to get the most out of the game, and if you want to get most of these mods in one mod, then you have to try Darth Mod for Shogun 2. It's an overhaul mod, so there's a lot more that changes in the game from AI behavior to visuals, but I highly recommend it, especially if you want to just get the most out of Shogun 2 Total War. It's an absolute must. Alright, so now that we have all the mods that we need and have adjusted all of our settings, we can go ahead and start looking at Reshade. Reshade is a graphics enhancement program that gives you the tools you need to play around with any visual aspect of the game. I mainly use it for shading, contrast, sharpness, and color saturation, so that's what we're going to use it for today. First thing we need to do is install it, so just go on the website, which again you can find in the video description, and scroll down to the bottom of the home page until you see that download button and hit it. Once the program is downloaded, you need to run the Reshade setup program and select the game you want to use the application for. So go in there and select Shogun 2. Then, depending on which DirectX you're running with, select either 9 or 11 here. This will take you to a screen with lots of unchecked boxes as seen now. You want to check all of those and hit OK. With that, Reshade will download all the files you've checked off, giving you all the tools available to play around with the in-game graphics. Now all we need to do is go in-game and start playing around with these settings. Personally, I've added the following settings for my preset. So curves, Delk Sharpen, Luma Sharpen, Unsharp, Dehaze, Clarity, Blooming HDR, FXAA, and Tone Map. If you can't be bothered with playing around with these settings yourself, you can download my preset from the Google Drive link in the description of this video. Once downloaded as a text file, you just need to drop it into your Shogun 2 folder. That way you can access the preset in-game and load up the settings instantly. The settings I've got here are good for both campaign and battle modes of the game as well, so no worries there. And honestly, it makes a world's difference to the game. With all the mods, the graphics settings, and Reshade, you get a really decent increase in clarity and color to the game while keeping some level of blur. The campaign and battle textures look so much more pronounced and just better than vanilla, and you'll notice there's a lot less fog in the campaign map as well, which is just miles better. The game looks equally as fantastic in land and naval battles as well, where water and terrain looks a lot more pronounced. There's more color and realism to everything. There's a nice level of ambient occlusion to make the atmosphere a bit more cinematic as well. And I mean, look at those units, guys. With the reskin and the retextures, everything looks just much, much better compared to vanilla as well. So there you have it. Shogun 2 looks much better now, and especially with these reshade settings enabled, you should really be able to enjoy the game much more. As I said, you can have a play around with these settings or with the brightness and gamma in game as well to get what you want, but my recommendation would be to stick to this. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, give it a like and drop any thoughts or questions in the comments section below. And if there's anything you're confused by or you need some help on, just drop a comment. I'm usually really responsive. Don't forget to subscribe for more Total War content, gameplay, and news. I make videos 5 days a week, so lots more to come. And if you have any requests, just let me know as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.